Peace and love, y'all. How y'all feeling? We
What's
got
up?
Marvin
What's up,
Nick in the house
brothers?
tonight, y'all.
What's up, my brothers?
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Hope everybody is doing well. Good to see you, fellas. Good to see you. Y'all ready to rock and roll tonight, man? We got some stuff. We got some bombs that's gonna be dropping tonight. So I'm excited, y'all. I don't know what y'all.
We got a great fun time tonight, y'all. I can't wait to dive into it.
Yeah, this show could be fun or it could be explosive as hell. We don't. we don't know what's gonna happen tonight, do we, bro?
Hey man, it's on fire tonight. Now we just gonna find out if somebody wants to throw some water on it or not. Fuel. Hey, Cheryl, peace and love. How you feeling?
Yeah, no doubt.
You might need some comment tonight. You say, Nancy?
Hey man, might need some prayer.
So you might need some prayer, huh?
Cheryl Queen in the house. What's up, Miss Queen? How you doing, dear? Good to see you.
Yeah.
What's good? What's good?
We might have to pray. We might have to pray over somebody tonight. I don't know. You know.
I need some laying of hands. Laying on of hands.
DC and the DC.
Darlene Collins, what's up, DC?
DC in the building, y'all. Oh man, look who checked in tonight, man. My girl.
Who's that?
Girl, what's up?
Anita Chosen One Hill.
Man, y'all know that's my girl, Anita. What's up, baby? How you doing?
Great pick. Super
No
pick.
doubt.
All right, in the building.
Love some Lily. No doubt. Look, but we got a couple fun segments lined up tonight. Q.
Yes, sir.
Your What's on Tap AI host got gonna bring the ruckus for you. I hope you're ready for that. I'm just giving you fair warning. I'm giving you fair.
You called at me again?
Maisha. You remember Maisha? Maisha was the one that said she was from the Bronx in NYC, baby. Well, you know that used to be your girl, but we're gonna talk about that when we get there. So I'm just Kenny, I'm giving him fair warning. Don't say I didn't.
Fair warning, because it's coming.
I ain't just throw it out there on him, something like that. So anyway, y'all, let's keep it rocking. Let's
go, so.
Let's definitely keep it rocking. We got a lot going on.
Peace and love, everybody. You know what it is. This is the Night Brother Show. This is where healthy is the new sexy, and we appreciate your presence. So definitely hit the like, follow us, and share. Indeed, no question. So if you're here, call a friend, tell a friend. We got something to talk about tonight. Get right. Supreme, peace and love. King, Queen, peace and love. I see y'all coming in. And I gotta give a holler one more time for the number one stunner that was on time, and on time always. Margaret Nick, Dr. Love you. We appreciate you. We appreciate everyone here and love you all. So what we want to do is also let you know if you had time, please engage with us. Text in your questions. We're gonna have some questions out there for you that you may want to, chime in on and answer. So feel free to type in your question or your comment, because all of these questions you'll hear later on, we're asking our fellow hosts, but we're also asking you. So if you have an answer, hit us up. Peace and love, Miss Slade. Peace and love, my brother Cuzzo. How you feeling, brother? He got a show tomorrow too, so definitely check out the Legends of the Past and the Present and the Future. What's up, brother? So we want to get it on and get it moving. If you have some change that you can spare, we like the things that jingle, but we hold so enough like what folks. So you can hit us on Kenny Dizzle 1113. You can cash app us there or use your phone and hit the QR code. We appreciate it. We are, as you see all of the things that's moving around, the videos and everything else, it does take a little bit to keep this moving month to month, week to week. So I thank all those that have already created the best nation in the world, that donation for the KBS donation. Vanessa, we appreciate you. Mimi Lee, Greg, Cheryl Queen, Pam, 777 Productions, Miles, and also Kim Walker. Armand Wallace, once again, appreciate you, Cuzzo. Darius Stanton, and so many others that have given and gave. We greatly appreciate you. And once again, Cash App with the nation. Which one? The donation, baby. So we love you, appreciate you. Let's move on. Let's get it and get it and get it and get it and get it. What we gonna
All
do?
right. All right. Q, here go your girl Maisha. Here go your girl Maisha, boy.
Hello Equavian, yeah, it is me Maisha, your ex-girlfriend.
Oh,
I know we mutually ended our relationship a few months ago when things just didn't work out. You clearly remember that, don't you?
Yeah, Mike, I'm sorry.
We both had a great time together and hold no regrets, do you agree?
No question, baby.
Well Equavian, I was doing perfectly fine until my first cousin right here Shamiria from North Carolina showed me a picture of this new guy she's been chatting with online. Well, surprise, surprise. Who do I see but none other than Mr. Fastmaster himself.
oh,
Wow,
snap.
wow, wow, I be damned. My ex is now talking with one of my own family members. Equavian, why did you go there?
Because we weren't together.
How did this
all
even
day.
happen?
I didn't know.
Forget about it and don't try to explain.
No, I
Anyway,
didn't
just
know.
wanted to let you know that I am good with whatever y'all do.
Oh,
I give my blessings with no remorse.
yeah.
You got anything to say, Mr. Equavian?
Look, I'm always have love for you. I am, for real.
Okay, then holla because I'm out.
Oh, snap. Here we out. You got some explaining.
They had me out in public, Lenny. I don't believe that, man.
I mean, she put it out there on you.
We weren't together anymore. I mean, what she want me to do?
I don't know, man, but she was
I wasn't. I didn't know.
Maisha seemed nice too, but she from the Bronx now. She from the Bronx. You
I
know.
think she was really nice. She was like, she even gave you the blessing. So I mean, how much
Bring it
nicer
down.
could she be?
Oh, but listen, guys. We got some tasty beverages on tap tonight. First of all, welcome Angela Dupree. How you doing? Welcome, Mr. Sheer Knight. Welcome to many others who popped in in between time. But first of all, that first beverage in the socially speaking segment, we're gonna go over some super dope classic sitcom TV shows that we all grew up on, and we still love to it, and many of them are still on to this day. So we're going to talk about that, and we want your impact as always, because we always say this is a show where your opinion truly matters. We not only talk to you, but we want you to talk to us. After that, man, we're going to turn up the heat. We're going to turn up the heat a whole lot. It's going to get warm up in here. As we do, we're going to talk about the complications of dating the ex-partner of a family member or friend. And man, this can go in so many different directions, and we're going to talk about it from all aspects. So I want you to pay close attention, because we're going to come from all aspects. And once again, your participation is vital. Like you like.
Welcome back to the Knight Brothers channel. You need to watch this. If you love classic black TV, these shows are pure gold. Today, we're diving into iconic black TV shows we still can't stop watching. First up, The Fresh Prince. Will Smith went from rapping to global superstar. Next, Living Single. Queen Latifah and her crew showed us friendship and laughter in Brooklyn. Successful black women as central characters? Yes, please. Then Martin. Martin Lawrence's comedy genius lit up our living rooms. Multiple characters, endless laughs. The Cosby Show shattered stereotypes with a loving, successful black family. Game changer. Good Times tackled serious issues with style. JJ's Dynamite became a cultural catchphrase. Girlfriends brought us Joan, Maya, Lynn, and Tony. 4 black women navigating love, career, and friendship. Finally, In Living Color. This sketch comedy launched stars like Jim Carrey and Jamie Foxx. Bold, hilarious, unafraid. Other shows we cannot leave out include Sanford and Son with Red Fox and Demon Wilson, The Jeffersons with Sherman Hemsley, Isabel Sanford, Roxy Roker, and more. What's Happening with Shirley Hemphill, Ernest Lee Thomas, Fred Berry, and many more. These shows didn't just entertain, they shaped pop culture. Now we know we likely missed including some other classic shows, so here's your chance to tell us. What were some of your favorite sitcoms over the years? Drop us a comment. Until next time, we say peace and love from the Knight Brothers channel.
Peace and love. Uh-oh. I'm sure we got some favorites out here.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. So let's talk about some sitcoms, man. I mean, it seemed like everything was better in my childhood than what I see today. But that was, maybe I just have a biased viewpoint. Even the TV shows was better. You know what I mean? And it was on the right times too. It was on, when it was dark, when your mama said, "Bring your butt in the house, the light is on." You know what I mean? So, anyway, I digress. So, socially speaking, so definitely want to talk about that. TV shows, y'all. TVs of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. Q, I want to come to you first. What was like the first sitcom? And we talking primarily black shows, but if you was a Cheers fan, I'm cool with that. If you was, you know what I mean, I don't know what else out there, you know what I mean. Mork and Mindy, I'm cool with that, you know what I mean. But we talking some primarily historically black shows that broke barriers. What's the first sitcom that you recall watching, Q? And how cool was it to see something like that that's never really been done in that genre at that point?
Well, coming at it from an African American perspective, and I'm talking about the black sitcoms in particular. The first ones I really remember engaging in and really watching and following and looking forward to was Sanford and Son. And Sanford and Son started in 1972, guys. That's a long time, a lifetime ago. And it ran for like 5 years. But it seems like it ran longer than that. And they had some iconic characters on there. Fred, Grady, and who can forget LaWanda Page? You fish-eyed fool, and so many others.
What you say, Keith?
Fred, you fish-eyed fool. and Good Times, you gotta say Good Times was one I remember back in the day too, and that ran in 1974 through 79. So those are some of the first ones that I really remember looking forward to, but there were so many great sitcoms.
Yeah, no doubt. Kenny, we're gonna come your way too, because the sitcoms not only were great forms of entertainment, but they were also, they were statement driven as well. And so I wanted to ask you, why were these shows important, particularly for a culture of people that up to this point, like I said, wasn't featured as mainstream? You might have had the occasional Sidney Poitier, what was the movie that he was in, Raising a Son?
Coming to Dinner.
Coming to Dinner. Yeah. You might have had the occasional character like that, or you might have had Sammy Davis, with the Rat Pack, but you really didn't have like these new characters of this day and time. Why? Talk about that, Kenny. Talk about that, brother, please.
These shows in the 70s, 80s, and 90s began to transcend and show the true talent of black actors. Besides, like they used to be, you would see them just tap dancing, what they call that, buck dancing or whatever.
Chucking the job.
Yeah, you would see them just tap dancing. This shows the true talent of these black actors, and so many of them went on to do bigger things. And a lot of them you didn't see on the screen, but they were producers, writers, etc. A lot of them you didn't see, but they were doing a lot of behind the scenes things because they took what they learned from this time and passed it on to other people. I mean, you look at Fresh Prince and Martin. That's a little bit. That's not as old as some of the other ones, but look at Martin and look what Will Smith have done and continue to do today. Absolutely. As black actors. You think about the Cosby Show. Look at some of the people on the Cosby Show. They haven't been on the screen as much as they were then, but they have been like Keisha Knight Fulham, she write and demonstrates things all the time. Things that you didn't know.
I'm sorry, man. I'm laughing. I'm just catching up with some of the comments. And Legends of the Past said I might have to sign out because I was a big violator. I think he talked about the past segment. We ain't even got to that segment. We gonna get to that, Wallace. So.
But let me talk about really quick. One of the first black actresses, she had her own show. Her name was Ethel Waters.
Yep.
1939, I believe. She was a blues singer. And she was an Academy Award nominee for the movie Pinky, and she had her own, I guess not quite a sitcom, but a show from 1950 to 1952 called Beulah. Great show. I don't know where you can see it now. I've been looking for it. I don't know where you can see it now. I guess you could go on some streaming app and find it. But it's people like that transcended and set it up for the rest of the younger black actors and actresses to succeed. And that's where we are today.
Wow. I never knew that one, Kenny. You hit me on that one. I'm going to have to YouTube that. Arden, coming your way. And you go Pine too, historically, Arden. But I just wanted to know, like, because we all a couple years younger, older than each other. Watch some of the same shows. What were some of your favorites, Arden? What were some of the shows that, you know what I mean, you couldn't wait to watch? And sometimes if you walk through the living room and you see a rerun coming on now, you're going to have to stop because you know that episode and you know what's about to happen. You want to catch the punchline. Talk to me, brother.
It was really funny because we're speaking about a time where it wasn't normal to see someone that looks like myself or any of us on the screen. So a lot of times, a lot of those shows that any of us showed up on, we showed up for.
Say that again, brother.
I mean, even back before my time, I'm sure when Nat King Cole's show came on, everybody was right there. Couldn't wait to see Nat King Cole because you wasn't seeing nobody else. You wasn't seeing our flavor. You wasn't seeing our energy on TV at that time. But I guess if you start talking about me, it would probably be around the time of, I tell you, Horseshack, what was it called?
Welcome back, Carter.
Yeah, welcome back, Carter. Yeah.
Real young. I mean, what's happening? I learned how to pop lock when I checked them out. I seen it before. I was like, oh snap, I got that. I'm serious.
Rerun was his character name. Yeah.
Pop lock, he would bring people in, man. But I was like, I don't know, in the third grade, fourth grade, I was pop locking. I mean, like the whole nine, bomb. I'm serious. I mean, so the culture that you
there you go right there, rerun.
the vibe though was the fact that all of the shows at that point in time, even though we might have been going through a rough time, it would always show dignity. It would always show a lesson of us trying to move forward. And I would be sad if the production that we have from us, the productions we putting out there from us to us, that will run. If you could run back then, I can guarantee you the trajectory of black people would have gone down. And that's sad to say because we have more control now than we do then. And our shit. Content we putting out straight up. I'm just saying, so a whole lot of negative content we putting out, it would have drove the culture down, and that's what's happening. But what was happening then is you would see strong notes and messages in reference to the content that was coming out. Even though they couldn't push certain things, you would see a push for dignity, for relevance.
No doubt. I'm gonna get to some comments and thanks, Ard, for because because we got a cross segment of ages that really tune into our show, and thank y'all very much for just being loyal viewers and the best audience on the internet. I call y'all. But Midlife Simba said I didn't really appreciate Sanford and Son until I got older. My favorite statement is when Fred was in court one time. He said, "There's enough niggas in here to make a Tarzan movie."
You got to think about it too. I want to say a couple of things about that. That statement would not be allowed in today's TV.
No doubt.
It was a different time, man.
I think they would fly fast.
More things were allowed than they are now, and political correctness and things of that nature have made a change in that regard. But
no doubt.
It was a best back then. Almost anything could go.
And Q, or fellas, do y'all remember?
Hold on for a second. I'm just saying that particular point, I would definitely go back and forth with, because I think they're letting more stuff fly than absolute ever now. But you know, you got me.
I'm talking about as far as racial.
The N word, yeah.
N-word, yeah.
As far as the N word. Let me ask y'all this, brothers. I want to ask y'all this because Q, you bring up a good point, and Ard, you opined on it as well. just some of the stuff back in the day. Like, do you remember how the Jeffersons show got started? It was because most of these shows like spawned from a previous show. What was the show that the Jeffersons spawned from? Y'all remember that?
Yeah, welcome. What's
It was
the
a spin-off of
two older?
It was a spin-off of
What
Go
are the
ahead,
two
Art.
old white people?
It was a spin-off of All in the Family, Archie Bunker.
Archie Bunker, that's right.
And Archie Bunker was, man, he couldn't
Racist.
be on TV today.
Not today.
Or maybe he could, like Arden said, maybe it's a time for him to make a comeback.
Well, the way
Not
things
today.
are changing now in this country, and maybe it is time for that to come back. It would come back now, but for
Yeah.
a while there, that kind of thing was frowned upon. After at a certain point, but now we're going back in time. As Arden kind of said.
Let me say.
Fun fact: Sanford and Son producers didn't want LaWanda Page because she was a stage comedian, and they didn't think that she would make it to TV. But Red Fox made them bring her on, and she was one of those comedians that had some sagey and some savory language in her routines. So you know what I mean, the slip of the tongue, you know what I mean. But great point. I mean, like some.
But the thing about that is, Red Fox was from that same arena and had that same issue. If you know anything about Red Fox and listen to his early comedy, and back then they had comedy records, his stuff was profane as well. So
Profane and profound. You had it right. Hey, look, I want to throw something up on the screen while I'm getting to some of the comments. If y'all see a comment in the chat, let me know and I throw it up there. Like Simmons said, TV is weak now. It's kind of watered down. I mean, it's like regurgitating, trying to play off some of the past, doing the same thing over and over, But let me just throw some shows up here. And while I'm doing this, audience, this is what I want y'all to do, like Cheryl is doing. Throw something up on the screen that was a show of yours that we might not have covered, that was a favorite of yours. Tell us a little bit about why, that type of thing. All in the Family. Maude, I remember Maude had a big mouth too. You know what I mean? She was the precursor to what's the woman name? Roxanne or whatever her name is. Maude used to give them the business, boy. That's what they used to call it. But let me throw this up here. Statement of significance about some of these shows, and I'll throw something up here like timeline history. It's not from year to year, but far back as I can remember, Sanford and Son, besides the one Kenny talked about in the 50s. I'm going to have to go check that. Sanford and Son, what comes to mind, Q, Arden, Kenny, audience?
Entrepreneur.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Entrepreneur, man, and taking care of his own. Definitely. Doing his own thing. Funny as I don't know what, but I mean, bottom line is that when you all look at it, it's somebody that's starting their own, had their own business, running their own thing, taking care of their own family, and a man taking care of his family. It's a different spin. Where you see that at now?
No doubt. What about you, Q? Pick one of them out there. What's happening? Raj and Shirley and the little sister. What was the little sister name? I forgot, but she had a mouth on her, boy.
Dee.
D. That was her name. She was Lord.
D.
She was paying her ass.
Go ahead.
What showed the struggles of a single mom, because if you remember, their mom was always going to work, and they were kind of taking care of themselves. Raj was taking care of D quite a bit, and his buddies were always over there, Dwayne and Rerun, and they would go down to the little sub shop or whatever where Shirley worked. But there was a mom who was on there who was doing the best she could, hustling, trying to take care of her family as a single mom. And some of the things they went through were part of them growing up. And it was all relatable because at that time I was probably around that age. So I could relate to a lot of that.
Yep, our mom did the same thing. You're right, Q. Good point. Great points, Q.
Because I had a mom who was doing this very same. My mom was doing the very same thing, doing the best she could, trying to raise us as a single. And she wasn't single, but my father was incapacitated. So my mom raised us basically by herself. So I kind of
great points, Q. Great points.
Latchkey kid time was the truth. That was what was going on right then, and I was home like that too. So
Cheryl remembers the tagline from Fred Sanford. I'm coming to meet you. Elizabeth, he's
What is
always
that?
fake heart attack. What other key things you remember about shows? Like Dynamite! You know what I mean? You know, key phrases, any phrases that come to mind from any of these shows. The Jeffersons. Let's talk about that because we got from the hood, from a salvage man, from somebody that was struggling, a parent working in a restaurant and going to work all the time. Then the Jeffersons kind of broke ground. Now we're stepping on up. Moving on up was the line, right? We're moving on up. So talk about that, Kenny.
George was a successful businessman, living on the Upper East Side. We're moving on up, but it also broke a barrier. Like their friends, Tom and Helen.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would address that. I was hoping you would address
back
that.
at that time. That was unheard of.
Yep.
That was a big point for me. A successful black man and his wife and their friends were also an upper class family, but they were interracial couple, a white man and a black woman. That was a lot of barriers back then, and that was back in the 70s as well.
Yeah.
That broke a lot of barriers.
The thing is, I watched an episode of that yesterday. Just yesterday, I saw an episode of that.
Yeah, I watched that to this day. Good Times on it's on TV One.
Sean throwing out some good ones, man. Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what? You know when you was a good show, you had a nice theme song. You know what I'm saying? Let's sit back and hear a tale from a day full trip. Started on.
Everybody knows the words.
You guys realize Gilligan's Island only ran for 3 seasons. Yet it's still in syndication to this day.
Today.
I wonder what kind of contract.
Q, you know what? I did not know that, but what I did know, Q, is they was on that island for more than 3 years.
Oh yeah.
I do know that.
Forever.
On that island
They
like
went back
forever.
to the island. Remember they had it coming back to Gilligan's Island. They jumped back on the boat again. Got stuck on the same island.
And the professor, man, he could make up, man. They ain't need to get rescued, you know. Wish I could have.
He was the first MacGyver on TV. He was the first.
Yeah,
MacGyver.
you ain't lying. MacGyver was another show. How about
Right.
the 18 back in the day?
No
Shoot.
doubt. Green Acres, man, y'all throwing them out there now, boy.
It's in Beverly Hills. Good Lord, Anthony.
Yep.
Let's not forget about MASH.
Yep.
One of my favorites, MASH. I still watch that
I
today.
still watch that.
Shoot, I did a.
That's some of my
a
favorite
man
shows.
called Hawk. He was a spinoff from MacGyver, wasn't he? Or a spinoff from one of them shows.
What was that, Natural?
A Man Called Hawk. I remember.
Oh yeah. That was more of a drama-based one, but yeah, you're right.
Fight choreography for that too.
He was the character on that and got his own show. And I
Yep.
love that show now. Good pull. That was a great pull. I used to love
Midnight
that show.
Simmer, who was the first self-made millionaire that you was talking about? If you can throw that in the comments, that would be great. And I remember a show about a black nurse. I forgot what they used to call that show, but I remember the one.
The show was called Julia.
Julia, damn Q, you was on it, brother. You was on it.
Yep.
Shit. Our local comedian then checked in tonight. Said Eddie Cully himself. You know, he's a legend in his own mind. You know what I mean? He's definitely a legend in his own mind.
I remember
George Jefferson. He said George Jefferson's son had Becky, and that's what got me started.
He said he was coming.
Stop
He
watching.
said he was coming.
He's simple as hell. Simple as hell. Damn, son.
Hey,
Damn,
but
damn.
fun fact, I don't even know if y'all know that. Y'all know Willie Rao, right? In Annapolis,
Yeah.
in the government. He had his
Yeah,
own
Will.
show when we was in high school. When we was in middle school or late elementary, early middle school. Willie Rao had his own show. He had his show. For
Wow.
real, you check it out. Check out. He had his show at that point in time. He was on. You know. and,
Wow.
you never know.
Wow.
I mean, they're right in front of us. A lot of very accomplished people, man. I salute that brother, man. You know, he just made it seem possible at a young age, man. So I definitely got to take my hat off to my man Willie Rao.
All right.
Classmate.
Tashia said Partridge Family. Tashia, that was a good one going back. That was a singing show. Mr. Ed, a talking horse. I'll be damned. You know what I mean?
Now, how many of y'all used to watch those soap operas? And if you was young like I was, you couldn't change the channel. So don't act like y'all ain't have them on at your house.
Yeah, it was only 3 channels back then anyway.
Hey,
Yeah.
TV
Like
when it was
white
on.
shadow. Chief Queen say the white shadow. God darn, a black basketball team with a white coach. Y'all remember that, Keith?
I do remember that.
Yeah, I do.
Damn, Margaret Nick, you got me on that one. Petticoat Junction. I remember. Wow. Yeah, facts of life. Good one, Tertia. Good one. Audience, y'all on fire tonight. Took me years to appreciate Green Acres, but our most honest favorite is I Love Lucy. Yes. Wow.
That was a good show for sure.
Yeah, Ricky Ricardo. Yeah.
How about the one with the genie? What was that called?
I Dream with Jeannie. Yeah.
I dream.
Yeah. And what was the one that the guy had 3 sons and the woman had 3 daughters? What was the family called?
Oh, yeah.
I remember the song, but I can't remember the show.
Something Brady Bunch. That's what it was.
Brady Bunch.
Brady Bunch.
No doubt. Yeah. Y'all kicking them, man. Look at this. Julia was Diana Carroll from Lumberton, North Carolina. Wow. Good facts, y'all.
It was like after school special joint. Anybody watch Ultraman?
Eddie said he was gonna be on the front row. All right, we're gonna get off of this TV stuff and get to the meat and potatoes of here. Armand, you can hang on here, brother. Ain't no shame in your game, man. You was a player's player. That's all. You was a player's player. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with don't hate the player, hate the game, baby. You know what I mean? Hazel, leave it to Beaver. I'll be damned. Oh man, Hogan's hero, man. Y'all kicking him down. Y'all kicking him down. All right, look.
MASH that lasted for 20 years. I know y'all had to watch MASH.
Yep. Look at this one. My 3 sons. Wow.
My 3 sons. My God, Lisa.
Yeah, y'all kick. All right, look. Let's get up off here and get to our feature, y'all. All right. Great segment, though. Look, once a month we look at situations that can impact the physical, mental, and spiritual health of interpersonal relationships. So tonight we dare to ask about families and friends who dare to date the ex of somebody in their family. We're going to take a look at this short video produced by Q. Come right back. Get your big boy pants and your big girl pants on. Bloomers. I see. He said that, not me. He said that. The older brother, the older Knight brother said that. I did not say nothing about no bloomers. That was Equavian Night. When you write the letter, say Equavian.
Hey friends, welcome back to the Knight Brothers channel, where in this episode, we dive into the complexities of relationships and social dynamics. Have you ever wondered if it's okay to date your friend's ex? It's a question that can make anyone pause and think deeply. Or maybe even a family member's ex. These situations can be even more delicate and complicated. This is a hot topic that can definitely stir the pot, so let's get the tea and dive in and break it down. We'll explore both the potential benefits and the possible pitfalls. And as always, we value your comments and opinions. First off, let's talk about the pros. There are some undeniable advantages to dating someone your friend or family member used to date. Dating someone your friend or family member used to date means you already have some shared history. This can create a sense of familiarity and comfort right from the start. You know each other, you likely have common interests, and hey, they've already been pre-approved by someone you trust. This can make the initial stages of the relationship smoother and more enjoyable. Plus, integrating into each other's social circles can be way smoother. You won't have to go through the awkward phase of introducing your new partner to your friends and family. But, and this is a big, yes, I mean big but, there are some serious cons to consider. These potential downsides can have a significant impact on your relationships. Your friend or family member might feel betrayed or resentful. This can lead to feelings of hurt and anger, which can be difficult to navigate. It can create a lot of awkwardness and tension. The dynamics of your friendships or family relationships might change. Even holiday gatherings can be affected, and not always for the better. Loyalty issues can arise, with friends or family feeling torn between supporting the new relationship and staying loyal to the ex. This can create a divide and make any social gatherings uncomfortable. And let's not forget the run, tell that gossip and judgment from others in your social circle. People love to talk, and your relationship might become the hot topic of conversation. Now, what about the effects on those around you? The emotional impact can be significant and far-reaching. Friends and family might experience feelings of hurt, jealousy, or even anger. These emotions can strain relationships and create lasting rifts. Social dynamics can shift, causing divisions or forming new alliances. People might take sides, leading to a fractured social group. Trust issues might crop up as people start questioning each other's motives and loyalties. This can lead to a breakdown in communication and trust within your social circle. So folks, how would you feel if you were in this situation? It's important to put yourself in the shoes of everyone involved. Imagine yourself as the friend or family member whose ex is now dating someone close to you. Would you handle the emotions and the potential fallout? How about being the one in the new relationship? Navigating the complexities of dating someone with a shared history can be challenging. It's a tricky scenario, right? There are no easy answers, and every situation is unique. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about dating a friend's or family member's ex?
All right, so look, this is how this game is going to work. This game is going to work like this. We're going to look at three perspectives on this situation, because I see some comments like Lisa said, no, that's a hard no for me. I ain't dating nobody in the family or ex. No, I ain't doing none of that. Get that shit snick up out of here. And then another comment said, nope, not happening with me. Nessa said, no, sir. Nessa said, nope, ain't happening with me. So look, these are the three perspectives of game number one. Perspective number one is you are the person that's dating somebody's ex in the family or a close personal friend. It ain't got to be family. It could be a personal friend. So that's perspective number one. Let's talk about that. Let's ask some questions about that, and let's talk about that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to throw some comments up on the screen.
Night Brothers, I have a question. Does the nature of an ex, whether it be family member or friend, determine whether I should date them?
Okay, so that question came from Michelle, I think. So, all right, go ahead. Handle that one.
Well, I heard we had two people jump off the porch and said that they would definitely not do that with a family member. But I did not see them say or hear them say they wouldn't do it with the friend. So I just want to go back up there and say if it's friend or family member, or is it both out? Because right now you just X'd out the family member. If they're family, that's done. What if it's your friend? So come on back and definitely want to hear that. And I think that's just something that it's so situational that everybody can say whatever they want to say, but when it's all said and done and it's happening, is it somebody, was it a long time? Was it 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago?
Good point.
Was it 30 years ago? You know what I'm saying? Or are we talking about last summer they was together and y'all kind of ready to boo up now? That's a different situation. You know what I'm saying? It might be looking like it was some undercover or black ops going on prior to the time.
Some stealth stuff, huh?
So you know what it is. You just gotta, it's on the situation. So I mean, it's up to you. That's why I want to know what you would do. That's what I'm asking the crowd. So please don't skip this over. I want to see some input down here. I'm gonna circle back to your answer. I just got two people.
Well, Butler said, nope, not me. Now, I don't know if she's talking about the friend or the family or what, which either one.
She said friend or family. Nope. No friend. Nope to friend or family member. That's what she
I
said.
like this. I like this. I like this comment. Fair game, baby. Fair game. But anyway, look. Another question from my brother Keith Queen. This is what he says.
I have a question. Is it ever okay to lie about or hide a relationship with the ex of a family member or friend to avoid conflict?
That's a damn good question. Let me play that back one more time. Let's y'all hear this again. Say it again, Keith. Say it again.
Night brothers, I have a question. Is it ever okay to lie about or hide a relationship with the ex of a family member or friend to avoid conflict?
Damn good question, Keith. Damn good question. Q. No doubt. Big shout outs to Keith Queen for the question.
First of all, I want to thank Keith for the question because Keith, it was really, really a great question, and and everything. There are no clear-cut answers on a lot of this. I mean, because people can see things from all sides. As far as whether it's okay to lie or like we like to put have a ninja relationship, it depends upon situations. If you guys just happen to be thrown together in certain situations, you start feeling each other. Maybe you're not in a full-blown relationship, but you kind of, well, maybe I get to know this person a little bit. If it's a family member, it becomes a little more risque. From a friend relationship, it depends upon so many other variables, as Natural pointed out, and we're going to be talking about later as well. Every situation is different, and it's hard to say for a clear-cut perspective what will be best.
Very interesting, King. Very interesting.
From my perspective, if it were a friend, I'd probably be more apt to look at it than I would from a family member initially. But it just depends. And as far as keeping it quiet, I probably would initially, because you don't want to blow up a whole family or friend situation if you don't even know if you two are really going to be an item or not. Once I determine we're going to be an item, then I'm going to have to come out with it, because like people said, it's better to expose things.
I have a question.
Here's a question from my beautiful wife in the red dress. Put on that red dress. Oh, let me stop. Go ahead, Tashia. Ask your question.
Night brothers, I have a question. Should you seek permission from a family member or friend before requesting permission to date an ex?
Okay, good question, Tashia. Very good question, Tashia. Tashia, great question. So Tashia is basically saying, Kenny, I'm throwing this one your way. Should you go like your peoples from back in the day pull me up, and I just wanted to holler at you before I started hollering at her. You cool with that? That's what she's saying. I mean, anyway, but go ahead, Kenny.
Tashia, sis, great question. I can't believe this question fell in my lap. This question reminds me, and I need a few minutes here, my brother, of a story. This is a true story. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Protect the innocent, brother.
The story is 2 states. Okay, spit it out. This story is in 2 states. I have a friend. We're gonna say that, okay? This friend I talked to, this friend got an inbox from a female, but it was his cousin, his first cousin. I'm blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's fast forward. This female whose page that his cousin inboxed him from, all of a sudden posts something, well, no, he's not this, and he's not that, and he's pissing me off or whatever. So this friend, being the inquisitive person that he is, went to the inbox and said, hey, that's not my cousin that you're talking about. And this female said, yes, it is. And then she went into a little tirade, and then she said, after this is over, I need to come down and party with you.
Oh, God.
This is a true. This is based on a true story. Not too long ago. Fast forward again. This relationship, the cousin and my friend, they had and this female had a on and off tumultuous 5-year relationship. He didn't ask any permission. It came out, and when it came out, his cousin was like, "Wow, this really happened." Yes, it really happened. So, to share the answer to your question, I don't have an answer. I, I don't have an answer. Maybe it was the right thing to do for him to say before it happened, but it happened, and it happened in that crazy, crazy way. This is a true story.
Wow.
Name
Wow.
changed to protect the innocent.
Great questions all the way around. Great questions all the way around.
Great question.
I want to thank everybody
no.
for answering questions for me because I saw a whole lot of it in the questions, and you've been seeing your answers pop up and populating in the middle of the show. So thank you for those answers, indeed.
All right, look, I told y'all this game had 3 perspectives. This is perspective number 2. We already talked about would you go date somebody. Now we're talking about you the ex, right? And somebody want to pull up on your wife or used to be wife, ex-wife, ex-girlfriend. So if somebody wanted to pull up on somebody you used to go out with or you used to be married to him, how you gonna act then? You the third wheel now. You the third wheel. Okay, you're not wheel 1 and 2 at this point. Now you third wheel. You're outside looking in at this point. That's the questions for these questions. So before we do that, Cheryl had a great question, so I want to throw her on the screen.
Right, brothers. I have a question. Is there a double standard when it comes to men and women when dating an ex?
Say that again, girl. Say that one more time.
Get her up.
Right, brothers. I have a question. Is there a double standard when it comes to men and women when dating an ex?
Oh my God, she hitting home. She's hitting home. Wallace, you listening? I shouldn't call Wallace out like it. That ain't right. That's my boy. That's class of 78. But I'm just asking. Oh, she just asking, fellas, ladies in the audience. Is it a double standard? Can like brothers do that easy, get away with this easy, or is women looked upon as Jezebel or whatever they called her? You know what I mean? Talk to us. Talk to us, brothers. Talk to us, ladies. Talk to us, ladies. What you?
I want to hear from our audience on that one. I definitely want to hear from our audience, but I have my opinion as well.
Slade, I don't know if he was answering this question, but she said sometimes it happens by accident if you're not careful.
That's legit. Lisa's point is legit. Absolutely legit.
I like Wallace to say you don't need no permission, you know.
Permission. Say you grown now.
I don't need all. No, he said you don't need Wallace on this. Yeah, we do. You know the link. Just jump in right now, Armand. You know the link. Just jump in. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it is a double standard. I don't know why everybody's silent up here, man. They don't want to talk about it. It is definitely a double standard. Should there be? Maybe not. I don't believe so, but I'd be remiss if I didn't just come straight forward and just say the truth. There is absolutely a freaking double standard, and it ain't right, but it is.
Cully trying to start some stuff again.
You know your friend is.
I know who your friend is. That's like the movie. I know what you did last summer. Oh my God. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Tina Queen said, "I wish all of them the best and keep it moving."
Yes,
I hear that. I hear that. I hear that. What it says? No, she should be called a 304. What is it? Is that the area code? Who's 304?
You gotta holler at me about that.
Yeah, that's a new one on. Yeah.
Is that West Virginia? Is that, I don't know. 304. Break that down to us, Midnight. We too old. We too old. We don't know what that shit means.
Game, shorty.
What Nacho was talking about, and I was trying to wait for our audience to give their opinion before I jumped in. But definitely, women would be looked at differently from men.
That's what. Look what Nick said it was gonna be called. Q.
Yeah, she's saying a hoe. They be called a hoe. That's what she's talking about. H-U-O-E. H-O-E. Ho. Yeah.
Now, has
So,
that changed? I think
Double
it's
standards will always be a man can
on
be a
point.
man, but a woman can't.
On point right here. She said she
become a
thinks that
thought.
double
She's
standard will
absolutely
always be a man can be a man, but a woman become a thought and thought. And you're absolutely right, Lenita. It's just true. It is true. No question about it.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Great comments. Look at guards when you're making your decisions. That should help. You look what nobody can argue with you there. But you know what? I'm gonna throw this out here, and if I'm stepping on toes, just get a new shoe size. But Annapolis is a small town, and this type of stuff, happens every day. Eddie Cully, in Annapolis, this type of stuff happens every day. I was like, because you always hear, she must, yeah, oh, really? Yeah, wow, okay. In my business, but I am, I'm cool, whatever. They grown. You know what I'm saying? But y'all think about that. Willie, this is the question that Willie wanted to know.
Let me ask you a question. Can you really trust a friend or a family member that dates your ex?
Can you really?
Say that again, Willie. Say that again.
That dates your ex.
Can you really trust a friend or a family member that dates your ex?
So now we got trust issues.
Question, Will.
Good questions. Audience, what y'all think about that one? And Kenny, I'm going to throw it your way.
That's a great question, Will. That is a great question. That kind of goes back to the last question. Do you tell them or ask permission or not? A lot of variables to that. I mean, if you didn't know and then all of a sudden it comes out of nowhere, I guess you really can't. But if they did take the initiative to tell you and speak to you and say, hey, this is something that may or may not happen, I guess you can trust them a little bit. But I'm going back to that Eddie Cully comment talking about he know who my friend is. Eddie Cully on hot stern.
Eddie Cully trying to shut it down. He said, just $40.
That's a Martin Day special, Eddie Cully. That's a Martin Day special.
Hey, you better go ahead,
you bring Marty back.
What you say, Artie?
We should have had him on today. We should have had Eddie on the show today.
We cover this topic next time. We're going to have you on the panel next time.
Oh, my goodness. Double
I
standard.
don't know if you can trust them. I guess if you already knew, they told you. If they took the initiative to tell you, then yeah. But if they went behind your back and you find out a year later, like my friend's situation, I guess you can't.
All right, look, let's hit a couple more questions real fast, and I'm just going to hit the video ones for time's sake. Night
Brothers, I have a question for you. How should family gatherings and social events be handled by mutual friends if someone dates the ex of a family member or a friend?
Okay.
Brothers, I have a question for you.
So we're going to go back to the third perspective. The third perspective is you're not the one that's in a relationship. You're not wheel 1 and 2. You're not even wheel 3 of that somebody messing with your ex. But now you just a family member. You ain't doing no messing around. You ain't even involved in a relationship, but you are in the family. So it still affects you to some, because somebody coming to you for your opinion. The person that's the ex is coming to you for your opinion. The person that's your family member say, hey, he dating, my brother is dating. You caught in the mix. That's your role right now. How you dealing with that role? Because it's a mental stress on you. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stress on you. Coming your way, who's that? Arden.
Man, let's be 100. Let's keep it 100. At this point, you start talking about a whole lot of variables, because how did they break up? Now, if he was beating her hind parts and cheating on her every day, then his ass better not come around, because, I don't care if he's with somebody else and she shouldn't be with him. It's just so many angles to this particular piece. And I mean, bottom line is that if you're on the side and it was amicable, it's amicable for them to get together or whatever else, what you got to do with it? You know what I mean? You good with everybody good with you. But if it's some shicely or it's a really bad breakup, that's different feelings. And that means, he might come around and he might get wrecked if he with the right family if he put his hands on Shorty. Or you know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is. Or she dogged her brother out and now they back around. You around family. And family, it cut deep. It really does, because they was your family before you was whatever you were. So I mean, it's a lot that goes into that, and it could be a nothing. You know what I mean? They good, everything's good, but yeah, that's a different situation. I don't know if anybody else sees it a little cleaner than me, but that's messy. That's what I see.
Well, you're right. Oh, and I mean, you as a family member, you observing, and for the most part, I just would mind my business and let adults be adults. But when you bring things into my world that I have to respond to in a more forceful way, then so be it. But I try to let people be adults, and hey, that's between them. They grown ass folk. They can do what they want to. Back a little bit ago, I think Lisa said something about I don't know the exact statement, but you know what I mean. Something in reference to if God is in it, you know what I mean, then you shouldn't, something to that effect. I can't find it right now. But somebody else came back and says, look, who's looking at God when you're cheating? I've been keeping it. This is the epitome of keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? This is like keeping it real as you can keep it.
Say it again.
For the people in Wackett, for people Wackett, for the people in the back, keep it.
But what if it's not a cheating situation? What if it's just the relationship ended and someone else stepped in? It's not a cheating situation. What if it's not a cheating? It doesn't necessarily have to be a cheating situation.
It doesn't. That's why I said so many answers, so many answers.
It doesn't necessarily have to be about cheating.
Right. And then Wallace says, who cares anyway? Because at a certain point, these people are going to do what they're going to do. You can say what you want to say. They found, who says that, they didn't find happiness just because it came in a strange, unpredictable, non-traditional way. Yep. You know what I mean? That's the same thing with gay and people find love and, what they say.
I want to make another comment because this aspect of it is really funny because we're talking about how family members and friends can catch stray bullets sometimes from a relationship they're not even involved in, and it happens. And I've seen it, Lenny. We've seen it happen up close and personal, where at a holiday gathering, the other members had nothing to do with it, but a family member was there, and they came in with someone else. And a big incident blew up because of that right there on the spot. Now, the other family members had nothing to do. They just had to witness it. But it happens.
It blows the vibe, though. It definitely blows the vibe.
Yes, because people get caught up in their feelings. And it tests loyalty sometimes is what it does. Okay, you on his side. No, you on his side. And Tina just says, I'm remaining neutral as long as there's no drama. Well, Can it truly be drama-free, though? Can it truly be drama-free?
And when you start talking,
love this comment right here.
People start drinking when they have those family events. And when they start drinking, and emotions come involved and feelings are hurt. It's a problem.
That part.
If they have a problem, they blow the vibe.
Night brothers, I have a question.
Right,
can a relationship with an ex of a family member or friend ever be healthy and drama-free for everyone to be friends?
Say that again, Joanne, because you right on it, baby. Say it again, Joanne.
Joanne is killing me.
Night brothers, I have a question. Can a relationship with an ex of a family member or friend ever be healthy and drama-free for everyone to be friends?
Joe, right on point. The last part is everything for everybody to be okay.
That is a great question.
General question.
That is a great question. First of all, yes and no. It depends on
You've been on the fence all night.
Like you said, but to stay in their own lane, as long as they're happy, we're happy. And there are some people that just going to throw some you know what in the fire
That's
to
it.
make it stick. So there's yes and no, but in a perfect world, it shouldn't be a problem. We don't live in a perfect world.
You know, I'm a stoke the fires, and I'm gonna play the role of Eddie Cully on this one. But somebody could be laying in the wings, laying in the weeds, Kenny. Like, every family out, and her and her husband come there, and a little girl in the back that's cousin of whatever, and saying, "Yeah, he fine. I don't like how she treat him. She always." In her mind, she didn't say this out loud, but she said she always disrespectful. If I was my man, I mean, you don't talk to to your man like that out in public. I don't know. And she be talking to somebody else about that on the side. And then when it unravels, boom, she in there.
Right.
She
and
in
then
there
it
like
looks crazy. But then it looks crazy because then people are gonna say, "Well, how long you really been harboring this feeling? How long this really been going on?" And it may not have been nothing. It may have been just like what you said. That she just seen, well, I don't like how she treat him, and boom, boom, boom.
Exactly.
Hey, but like I said, in a perfect world, it shouldn't matter. But we don't live in a perfect world. So to somebody, somewhere, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be effed up.
Night Brothers, I have a question.
Last question of the
The
night.
happiness of a new couple outweigh the discomfort of a family member who was involved before?
I'm going to play that one more time. Listen carefully to what he said. Listen to this question, because this is wrapping it up.
Mikkel.
Night Brothers, I have a question. Should the happiness of a new couple outweigh the discomfort of a family member who was involved before?
Woo! Woo!
So, what's the brother's name, Mikkel?
Mikkel. Yeah, that's Mikkel.
Mikkel is saying, does the happiness of the family member outweigh your bullshiznick?
No. Does the happiness of the new couple outweigh the feelings of the last family member that was out of the relationship?
Yes.
Correct. So, what say y'all, audience? It's really because it comes down to, look, life is short. I ain't advocating for nothing, but I'm just saying that if somebody found happiness in a situation, even if it's temporary happiness, they was happy for a moment in life. And there's enough strife out here in life. Now, whether it's moralistically this or wrong, right, wherever you see stuff at, does this happiness of those people outweigh all the rest of the stuff? Talk to me.
Yes.
Talk to me.
Now,
Yes.
I think somebody has found true love, man, and there's a real connection that supersedes all the other stuff, man. I mean, because the rest, when you really look at it, it's all outside noise. The real relationship is between those two people. Now, people are going to have their opinions about it. Some people are going to hate it. Some people are going to love it. But really, it comes down to those two individuals. And if they're open and honest about that, and they really feeling each other, that could be the start, Lenny, of, like you said, somebody truly being happy. And if that's the situation, who are you to deny someone's happiness?
Man, we got some comments. We got some comments tonight. Lisa Slade said, I told this guy years ago, wait until I finish with my husband.
Say word.
Oh my God. We got some comments tonight. We got some comments tonight, man. Y'all funny. Y'all funny. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Yep, Anita, I'm just saying. I'm just, I'm neutral. Being neutral is what they call it. You know what I mean? Objective. That's what I'm saying. That's a better word. Live and let live. I'm going to be happy for them.
And I'm with you on that, Tina. Live and let live.
What else we got? Legend says, I most definitely will bring this home for you.
You got something else to say. Go ahead, you got something else to say. Say it, brother.
No, he said if next time we got to bring him on the relationship show. We do the relationship segment once every month, y'all. So this is the second or third time we did it. So we're gonna bring Wallace on the next time to be a panelist with him.
From a different angle, the next relationship segment.
We go back forth this all night, but it's just not right. Hey, I like how you stand on your morals and your principles. No doubt about it. You know what I mean? It's no right or wrong answers, but I love what you're saying.
I'll say one other thing, because I think Natural said it earlier. Natural said, or if it wasn't Natural, no, it might have been a Lanito. Somebody wanted commented. They said that you have to define friend first. Define friend. what level of friendship was it that those people had? You know what I mean? Before moving on with someone else. Was it a surface friend or just somebody you knew? Because after all, Lenny, you said it, Annapolis is a very small town. Everybody knows everybody. So if people break up with relationships, it's almost impossible not to date somebody who's dated somebody you know. It's really
pretty much the story of my friend. My friend.
Thank you. That is true. That is true. But some people, that's some people like Maisha, the girl, the AI girlfriend that you had earlier in the show.
She got no feelings about her cousin.
Yeah, she probably saying like, all these people in the world, why my cousin, Nick, bro? Why her? You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, you don't know all the variables. There's a lot of variables, unknown things involved in these situations. And until you get down, it could be that person is a very good father figure, and you know what I mean? That other person has kids that wasn't raised. It could be so much stuff to this. Until you dive deep into it and see what's up. Friend told me about her husband fooling around. I told her you are supposed to keep a spare. Woo! Lordy. Two family members might need to have a conversation, or maybe not, but the happiness of the new couple supersedes the family member feeling. Everyone grown up.
Bang! I'm gonna give you a fist bump on that one, Michelle. I'm gonna give you a fist bump.
I heard you.
Yes, sir.
Pot stirring 101. Man, everybody cheats.
Go ahead. Cully, stop it. Stop it right now.
All right, we're going to close the show out on that one because, look, y'all, want to thank y'all for joining the show. Yes. It's always great to have dialogue with y'all. We're going to go to our closing. We thank y'all. Closing thoughts, though, going around the horn real fast. A plus B equals C. I don't know exactly what that means, but, be careful. Be grown. Be smart.
Be grown.
Be wise. Healthy, wealthy, and wise. That's what I said.
I always thought ABC means always be closing. That's what I was talking.
That's what it is. Not in that format, though.
Yeah. Always
ABC, not A plus B equals C. You know what I mean?
Closing thoughts, brothers.
Go ahead, Kenny. Natural survive.
Hey, man, first and foremost, I want to thank y'all for joining us each and every week on Tuesday night. I hope this topic was very enlightening for you as it was for me. There was so much I could have said, but we didn't have time. Thought about my friend. But join us each and every Tuesday night on YouTube live at 8:05 p.m. The Night Brothers Show. We're going to keep them coming.
That's right, dude. Yes, indeed. Hey, well, peace and love. Look, we appreciate your presence. Thanks for being on there. We so appreciate the comments and your insight, man. Like I said, we got the best, smartest audience of all the internet. So we appreciate you. Thank you so much, and we're looking forward to see you next week. Everybody have a very happy 4th of July. However you feel about that, we greatly appreciate it. Hope the day off will be great. Cookouts will be outstanding. And for the weekend, really nice parties too. So y'all have a good time. Stay up and walk. And walk.
Well, I just want to thank our audience. Our audience is just so loyal. We appreciate you guys. This show is dependent upon your engagement, and you guys never disappoint when it comes to that. Just want to let you know a couple of things. This is a segment. The relationship segment is something that's going to be an ongoing thing. As Lenny stated, we're going to be doing this maybe once a month, maybe once every 5 or 6 weeks. And it'll be different segments of relationships. So we have another one coming up soon. And the next one, we're going to bring on a couple of special guests. I've already made an executive decision. We'll have Eddie Cully on, and we may have Armand have to come on for the next relationship segment to break down some things. But next guest is going to be Dr. Malona Hicks and her husband, Donald Hicks. They're going to be our special guests next week. Going to be another great show. We're going to talk about some things that are going to be always informative and entertaining. Love you guys, man. Special shout out to little brother for his production, and for our hosts, man, Arden and Kenny, for always bringing the strong to the mic. And most of all, you guys. Love you, man.
Right, and I just want to say shout out to y'all audience, best audience on the internet, I call y'all. And also tune in tomorrow night for Legends of the Past and Future. Omar Wallace, I don't know exactly who he's having on tomorrow, but he always has a thought-provoking, great subject show, very entertaining. We brothers, sister shows, you know what I mean? We support each other like crazy. We want nothing but success for both of these formats because, we're trying to bring some joy and enlightenment into the world. And that's what it's all about. So until next Tuesday, y'all got tomorrow night. Happy 4th. You know what I mean? We gave y'all some pre-fireworks tonight, so enjoy your 4th and get some more fireworks and be safe out there, all right? Peace. All right, see y'all later.